For years, nobody had looked at her twice, just the cleaning lady, the quiet woman. But that day, when she saw the new employee's tactical boots, Maria remembered the past. Those boots told her so much: discipline, training, courage, sacrifice. Was this young woman also a warrior like her? Today, I'll share with you the story of a warrior hiding in an office building and the young woman who recognized her. Before the video begins, please let me know in the comments which city you're watching from, and if you believe stories like this need to be told, please subscribe. Phoenix Corporate Center was a modern 15-story office building in the heart of Arizona. Hundreds of employees, dozens of companies, constantly moving elevators, and clean, sterile corridors. And in those corridors, the same woman had been working for 6 years. Maria Santos was 48 years old, medium height, with a calm expression, a reliable woman. She worked as a cleaning lady, cleaned offices, emptied trash, never complained. Employees had gotten used to her. They called her Maria, sometimes cleaning lady. Quiet, kind, invisible. She lived alone in a small apartment outside Phoenix. Nobody knew anything about her past. It was only known that she had started work 6 years ago, was trustworthy, and did her job perfectly. Maria would arrive early and leave late. When employees arrived, the offices were already clean. After employees left, Maria would do final checks. Invisible, but indispensable. That Monday morning, a new employee had started on the 7th floor. Sarah Mitchell was 29 years old, athletic build, with a confident posture. She had started as a marketing specialist, included in the company's Young Talent program. She had a strong handshake, direct eye contact, and determined steps. Maria was cleaning on the 7th floor when she saw Sarah settling into her office. The young woman was arranging her belongings. She took out her laptop from her bag, placed her files, then changed her shoes. She took off her business shoes and put on athletic shoes. But when Maria saw those shoes, her heart stopped. Tactical boots, a very special, very specific brand. Tachyon, the kind only used by military personnel, especially special forces. Maria knew these shoes very well, because she had worn the same ones for years. "These shoes," Maria said, not loud enough to be heard. Sarah looked up. "Excuse me?" "Sorry, I didn't say anything," Sarah smiled. "I'm Sarah. I just started." "Hello, I'm Maria, cleaning." "Nice to meet you, Maria." Maria smiled and continued her work, but her mind was on Sarah's shoes. Those shoes were only worn by very special people in very special places. That day, Maria observed Sarah more carefully. The young woman's posture, walk, way of checking her surroundings, just like military personnel. "Sarah looks very disciplined," Maria said to herself. The next day, Maria was cleaning on the 7th floor again. Sarah was changing clothes to go work out during lunch break, and Maria saw her athletic wear, Under Armour Tactical Series, again a very specific brand, not civilian athletic wear, but military performance clothing. This girl definitely has a military background, thought Maria. On the 3rd day, Maria gathered courage and approached Sarah. "Sarah," she said, "your athletic wear is very nice." Sarah smiled. "Thank you. I like using quality materials." "Under Armour Tactical Series, right?" Sarah hesitated. "Yes. How did you know?" "I know it's good quality material." Sarah became suspicious. Recognizing Tactical Series was very specific knowledge. "Do you also work out?" Sarah asked. "I used to," Maria said. "Long time ago." Sarah was curious. "What kind of sports?" Maria hesitated. "Fitness?" "General fitness." But Sarah wasn't convinced. Maria's knowledge was too specific. That evening, Sarah thought about Maria. The older woman's knowledge about tactical equipment was very deep. Someone who just did general fitness couldn't be so knowledgeable. The next day, Sarah decided to test Maria. "Maria," she said, "my backpack is heavy. Which brand would you recommend for a good tactical backpack?" Maria hesitated. 5.11 Tactical is good, but Maxpedition is also strong. Sarah was surprised. These names were very specific, brands that civilian people wouldn't know. "How do you know these brands?" Maria realized she had made a mistake. I read about them on the internet. I did research. But Sarah wasn't convinced. Knowing this much detail about those brands could only be said by someone who had used them. That day, Sarah observed Maria more carefully. The older woman's posture was very straight, her way of moving very disciplined, and the way she used her hands, just like someone who had received military training. Maria definitely has a military background, thought Sarah. A week later, Sarah gathered courage and asked Maria directly. "Maria," she said, "I want to ask you something." "Ask." "Do you have a military background?" Maria froze. "Why are you asking?" "Because your knowledge about tactical equipment is very deep, and your posture, your movements, like someone who has received military training." Maria remained silent for a long time. Then she took a deep breath. "Yes, I'm a former soldier." Sarah's heart raced. "Which unit?" "Army Rangers, 75th Ranger Regiment." Sarah's breath caught. "Rangers? Really?" Maria nodded. "I served for 12 years, 1995-2007. "Wow, you're a real warrior." "I used to be. Now I'm just Maria." Sarah was excited. "I was also military, Air Force, security forces." The two women looked at each other. Suddenly, a strong bond had formed between them. "Where did you serve?" Maria asked. "Iraq, 2010-2014, 2 tours." "Difficult times." "Yes, but educational." Maria smiled. "You also live secretly like me. Why do you hide?" Maria looked out the window. "Because people don't understand. Being a female ranger, very difficult." Sarah could understand. "Prejudices." "Yes, and I found peace here. Quiet, calm, nobody asks questions. But you're a very talented woman, hiding so much talent. Sarah, sometimes the best service is service done in secret." The two women began sharing their pasts, military experiences, tough training, war stories. "What was Rangers training like?" Sarah asked. "Hell, but the most valuable thing I could do." "Why did you choose Rangers?" "Because it was the hardest, and I wanted to prove myself." Sarah listened with admiration. Maria wasn't just a cleaning lady. She was one of the first female members of Army Rangers. "Maria," Sarah said, "you're a legend." "No, I'm just someone who did her job." "But this is a huge achievement, being a female ranger in the 1990s. "It was very difficult, but I succeeded." Sarah wanted to learn more details. "Which operations were you in?" Maria hesitated. "Some are classified, but Afghanistan, Iraq, I saw many places." "Did you ever regret it?" "The military? Never. But afterward, transitioning to civilian life was difficult." Sarah could understand. "PTSD?" "A little. But the real problem was society's inability to accept. They didn't believe in female rangers." "What did you experience?" "I couldn't find work. When I wrote Rangers on my CV, I couldn't even get interviews. They said, 'There are no female Rangers.'" Sarah was sad. "So unfair." "Then I started this job, cleaning. Nobody asks questions, nobody wonders about my past." "But Maria, you have very valuable experiences. You should share them." "With whom?" Nobody would believe. Sarah was determined. "I believe, and others will, too." After that, a strong friendship formed between Sarah and Maria. The two veteran women supported each other. "Sarah," Maria said one day, "what do you want to do here? For your career?" "Rise to general management, but it's difficult. It's a male-dominated company." "You can do it. Your military experience gives you an advantage." "Your experience is much more valuable than mine," Maria thought. "Maybe. But it's too late now." "It's never too late. You're still a very strong woman." Months passed. Sarah rose rapidly in the company. Maria's advice was very helpful. The older woman was teaching the younger woman leadership, strategy, crisis management. "Maria's advice is perfect," Sarah said. "It's like she's done leadership for years." One day, the company experienced an important crisis. Major customer loss, employee problems, management crisis. Company management was panicking. Sarah consulted Maria. What should I do? Stay calm, analyze the problem, gather your team, make a plan, execute. Sarah applied this advice and successfully solved the crisis. Company upper management was very impressed. Sarah did amazing work, the CEO said. She showed excellent leadership. Sarah owed her success to Maria, but nobody knew Maria's background. Maria, Sarah said, I owe you so much. You're my mentor. You earned your own success. No, you taught me. Rangers training never goes away. Maria smiled. Maybe you're right. One day, Sarah made a special offer to Maria. Maria, a new position is opening at the company. Operations manager. Would you like to apply? Maria was surprised. Me, a cleaning lady? You're not just a cleaning lady. You're an Army Rangers veteran. You have leadership experience. But nobody would believe it. I'll give you a reference, and we can prove your experiences. Maria thought. After many years, she could be in a leadership position again. Okay, but how? We'll prepare your CV. We'll emphasize your military background. I'll support you too. Maria agreed, and something very surprising happened. When company management learned about Maria's background, they were very impressed. Army Rangers veteran, the CEO said. This is great, exactly the leadership experience we need. Maria got the position, and she was very successful. Years of experience finally found value. Maria is amazing, said one employee. Very organized, very disciplined. Her leadership skills are incredible, said another employee. It's like she's a born leader. Sarah was very happy. Maria, how do you feel? Amazing. For the first time in years, I feel valuable. Did you ever regret it? Hiding? Maria thought. No, because I wasn't ready then. Now I'm ready. Maybe everything has its time. Definitely. And you helped me become ready. One day, a veteran awareness program was organized at the company. Maria was invited as a speaker. This is very important, the CEO said. We want to support our veteran employees. In her speech, Maria talked about being a female veteran, the difficulties, successes, prejudices. Female veterans are very strong, she said. But sometimes society can't see this. Our job isn't to prove ourselves. Society's job is to accept us. The speech was very well received. Maria was no longer just a cleaning lady. She was a leader, a mentor, a source of inspiration. Maria gave a great speech, the CEO said. Very inspiring. Sarah hugged Maria. I'm so proud. I'm proud of you too. You brought me back to life. This story shows us that real value is not always visible. Maria Santos had been hiding for years because society wouldn't accept her. But with the support of a young woman, she remembered who she was. Real strength isn't hiding. It's emerging at the right time. Maria did that too. And sometimes, the biggest changes begin in the most ordinary moments, like recognizing tactical boots. So, have you ever known someone like this? Someone with hidden talents who later shined again? Tell us about them in the comments.